My name is Aisha Ramirez, and this is Immersed in a Virtual World, a Social Media Identity Crisis. These are my table of contents for the factors that mainly contribute to the body dissatisfaction experienced in adolescents in Westview from the ages 14 to 18 years old. And that is social media, idealization, social networking sites, screen time, disturbance, and eating disorders. The internet has become a fad of the century. From cameras, to video recordings, to news reports, to even blogs online. The biggest hits yet, social media and social networking sites. Media is shared on both social networking sites and social media for the sole purpose of sharing, gathering, viewing, and liking entertainment. However, it also allows users to measure the number of likes or views a user obtains, which can create a competition for popularity which might affect the self-esteem of adolescents. Body image is strongly correlated with one's sense of self-worth and self-concept, as well as the other crucial aspects of human development such as sexuality, connections to one's family, and identity. Teenagers exposed to media on social networking sites and other forms of media may have negative online experiences and be prone to disturbances, body image issues, poor self-esteem, and body dissatisfaction overall. This leads to my research question. In terms of body image dissatisfaction, how does media exposure and consumption affect the average adolescent at Westview High School? Social media offers a variety of interactive features. However, these interactive features make users dependent on the changes and enhancements they have on themselves. Content posted on social media can be interactive with features like liking, commenting, saving, and overall showing people how you are perceived online. According to one researcher, selective, modified, edited, posted by peers or acquaintances around us emphasize a slim and beautiful appearance. What is internalization? Internalization is when an individual adopts, participates, and believes a standard or goal viewed as perfect. Thin idealization and muscle idealization is often portrayed in beauty standards both online and offline. In many studies, idealization is manifested from the objectification theory, which is a socioculture factor. Sexual or appearance-related objectification over time encourages individuals to adopt unrealistic body shapes ideals portrayed in the media. Consequently, individuals develop a self-objectification routine where a person's appearance and characteristics are evaluated based upon themselves and the value that is portrayed online. Many variables appear to impact muscle dysmorphia and including overall body dissatisfaction, negative effects, fixation with the perfect physique online. Objectification is not also interpersonal but also social, which means that objectification can be experienced both through the means of a person and also online through visual media. Internalization of thinness and muscularity can be identified through forms of advertisement, pornography, social media, and social networking sites. Here are the reactions of the ideal body shapes in an experiment conducted by a medical student at the University of Medicine. In here, there's portrayed that the ideal body shape is often either thin women or thin males. As you can see, the most mouse clicks portrayed on here are either only thin women and avoid the bigger mass of individuals. Social networking sites. In most social networking sites, the major hits and main websites used by people are pornography sites and pro-ana sites. Pornography sites are usually more critical factor because they not only idealize thinness and muscularity but also sexualize it. Therefore also morphs the standards of people and also the sexual aspects of which people are valued. Furthermore, it also implicates different perceptions of beauty. Of course, it promotes objectification of women, meaning that all women, despite who they are, how they are, their only purpose is their fertility and their bodies. And furthermore, pro-ana sites, rather than having a sexual aspect to it, it has a more extreme type of lifestyle, which is a pro-eating disorder lifestyle. In these communities, they share how to maintain the eating disorder lifestyle. And in most of the times, they encourage thin inspiration images, which show obviously like thin people that inspire you to lose weight in extreme manners. Finally, also we have screen time activity. Screen time activity can be measured through the settings of a device showed in hours, minutes, and seconds. We determine that the longer the screen time activity determines the amount of exposure somebody has to thin idealization, multi-idealization, objectification, and harmful standards for women and males. The effects of these can be unhealthy dieting methods, body and appearance dissatisfaction, and the development of disordered eating. Furthermore, this can also create disturbance in the psychological aspect of a person's life. For example, this can lead to depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, and other emotional problems. According to Dr. Mark Griffiths, a chartered psychologist and professor of behavioral addictions, individuals who have low self-esteem and who experience psychological distress are more vulnerable to the feelings of dissatisfaction regarding their body image. This means that they are dependent on online to sort of develop how they view themselves. If they do not receive a certain amount of likes or views or comments, then they perceive themselves as either useless, unattractive, or unworthy. Furthermore, the eating disorders that you can develop from body image dissatisfaction, according to the media exposure online, we have concluded that, according to child, adolescent, and psychiatric experts, an increase of number in men and women seeking treatment for eating disorders, as well as adolescents being diagnosed at younger ages for eating disorders, has increased since 1997. Moreover, body image is directly connected to the identity of an individual. For example, during colonial times, heavier set women were considered stronger and more desirable because it showed longevity, fertility, and the strength to do more labor around the house. This, however, changed during the 19th to 20th century, where a woman was either portrayed thinner with more delicate skin, which meant that they were rather more spoiled rather than work. And of course, this also changed the desire to be to have more of a sex appeal rather than labor. And then moreover, in addition, socio-cultural means also determine the value of somebody. For example, obese men are less likely to experience work hostility in environments than obese women. And this shows that women who are unattractive and unfeminine are not successful in a society. Here are a few quotes from professionals. Thank you.